Well, what's up, boys and girls? Good morning. I am in the middle of, I was going to say the jungle, but I'm out in the country. I'm in Kalispell, Montana. We had the jam yesterday. I think like 100 kids that ride bikes from Montana showed up, which a majority of you guys are going to say, holy shit, that's like the whole population of Montana. Well, you're right, fuckers, because it is. So they all showed up. I got on a microphone. I yelled and screamed at them. Gave them parts. Everybody had a kick-ass time. I saw tons of my friends that I haven't seen in 20 plus years. Tons of kids that, that grew up. The funniest part with life is when you're younger and there's younger people than you, and then 20 years later you see them and now they're grown-ass adults with kids and facial hair. It's so creepy that when you're like 22, 23 and there's a kid that's like 10 years old and then you're like 36 and that kid's, I can't do the math right now, 20, whatever, not. Then you see that kid and he's got facial hair and a family and everything and he's taller than you. Oh, that's the worst. But I guess that's how it goes that's life. People grow up, people get bigger, and you get creeped out. Right now, I slept in a truck in the middle of the country, and everybody else slept in tents. There's like a tent here. There's a dude that slept in a cot that's like right next to me in his truck. There's fucking horses that are next to me over here. And then like way over this way, there's like 5 or 6 other tents with 5 or 6 other people. And we're all staying at my friend Logan's house. I didn't even get a chance to go in his house because by the time that we got here, Kalispell from Polson, Montana is like an hour, but GPSs can't read shit. So if somebody gives you directions to their house, it doesn't read it. All right, so the directions to this house, he gave me the address. I typed it in, and GPS said to me that I'll be arriving at his house in 1 day and 12 hours, which is 2,432 miles away. That's what the GPS read. The GPS basically said that his address was in New York. Because the addresses here aren't like when you're in a big city. Big city addresses are like 1178 Maxwell Suite 47 Boulevard. Blah, 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 right? Here in Montana, it's like 1 Brooklyn Street. That's it. 4 Carter Street. Like, meaning whatever block you get to, there's going to be 4 homes. Or you're just the one person in a cul-de-sac. And that's kind of that's what makes Montana, I guess, so great. Like, if you've never been to Montana, take the chance. Come here. It's very relaxing and beautiful. And people wave at you. People say hi. The air is so fresh. There's no sales tax. The fishing is great. The hunting is great. The hiking is great. The people are great. If you're from a big city, the traffic and driving is the worst shit you've ever seen in your life because nobody's in a hurry to go anywhere. So you're going to have a problem with being at a stoplight and then a person sitting there and then re-stopping because a half a block away somebody needs to cross the street. When that person at the stoplight could have just kept going, but they won't. They'll wait for that. Or this is how I finally realized that I am no longer Montanan. And this is going to sound crazy. All right. You know the law that when you're driving and there's an ambulance or a police car or whatever, you're supposed to slowly pull over to the shoulder and let the ambulance go, right? Okay, so if we're in the real world, if there's an ambulance coming this way at me and I'm on this side of the road, I should pull over and let it go. If the ambulance is behind me, you pull over to the shoulder and let the ambulance go. Okay, well, in fucking New York, if you're going this way and the ambulance is coming this way, you just fucking keep going. You don't pull over, you don't acknowledge it. Now, if you're on the other side of the road and there's an ambulance coming, you don't pull over either. You let that fucking ambulance wait. That's what they do in New York. Sucks. Nobody gives a shit. But here in Montana, people are pulling over like 4 blocks. If they see the light way down there, they're 4 blocks away from it. They're already pulling over. It's like, fuck, if you're on the opposite side of it, you don't need to pull over shit. You're not going to bother it. It'll totally be able to come through. Calm the fuck down. And that just irritated me. So that made me realize, like, oh shit. Am I seriously becoming an East Coaster? Am I becoming that impatient? Am I that much of an asshole that I can't wait for an ambulance to come by? That's sad. I'm going to be very honest with you. That's a horrible thing. But it just made me realize, like, I don't have patience for traffic. But I also live somewhere that time really means something. Time here is, like, irrelevant. These people are just like, this is these people. This is New York. Do you see that? That's 8 hours of work right there. Do you see that? That's 8 hours of being in traffic all day long. Do you see that? That's how much money you make. That's what life's like being in the East Coast. Here's Montana. Is it lunch yet? That's what it's like. If you go to work and you work in Montana, the clock is just, a minute is 9 minutes long. Like, everything is so fucking slow. Time goes by so slow. It sucks ass. But that's the way it goes. So I don't know. I think Montana is finally leaving the inside of me, and I'm becoming this East Coaster because I can't handle things being slow. I don't like... What else don't I like? I don't like things being slow. I don't like the food choices that you have. Like, there should be way more food. I don't like the fact that everything closes at 7 o'clock and it ain't open all night long. I don't like the fact that things ain't open all night long. I hate the stores. There's no store selections. They all suck ass. Gas prices are higher here. Who would have figured? And I also hate the fact that things look sad. Like, here, everybody's stuck in a black hole and they look miserable. And that to me is super sad. I kind of wish people would just take a chance and uproot themselves and try to go somewhere different. And they don't. They just feel like they can't leave, or they're stuck, or they started a family. But if you live somewhere and you live in a small town and you feel stuck, you're not stuck. You're just not. You can always just go get a job somewhere, save up some money. Because the majority of times when you live in a small town, your parents will just let you live with them so you can save rent, save money on not paying rent. And just take a bus ticket or get a car and just drive. Everybody knows everybody. You have social media. You have friends. You have virtual friends. Somebody could help you and let you stay at their house until you get situated so you could get something else. But you can't always just be stuck here. And I feel like I even took too long to finally leave Montana. Like, I left Montana, but I would always come back. And the longest I ever left Montana for was like a couple years. and then I'd come back. I'd leave for 6 months and then come back. I'd leave for like fucking 2 months and I'd come back. The Portland trip one, I was gone for like less than 3 months. It's like I'd always leave, but I always come back. Moved down to Arizona, lived down there for like 8 months, came back. Moved to Hawaii, was there for 6 months, came back. This time, in a couple months, it'll be 5 years that I've been gone. And so I no longer think that I'm a resident in Montana. Like, the whole part of Montana for me is finally gone. Now it's like when I come to visit, I'm actually visiting. I'm not coming to visit and then there's a potential that I could get fucking stuck. That's the worst. But here, let me give you guys a Gandewski of where I'm at. All right, boys and girls. This is it. This is the heart of Montana. That right there is a wild beast. That's a horse. Come over here. Someone's sleeping in a tent. More shit over here. Another tent. Go way back that way. And country. Just everything in here is 100% country. This is Montana. Rural area full of wildlife. And right now it's becoming fall. So everything from the green is now just going to become shit. Well, guys, I thought I'd do a little short video, do a little recap on the contest and jam that we had yesterday, and then tell you guys that I'm no longer Montanan. It's official. I'm an East Coaster, I guess. I'm a big city boy because I can't handle this country shit. And my back hurts sleeping in a car. Never seen me without glasses. There you go. That's me. Also, I'm going bald. Old age sucks. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone's weekend's been good so far. Mine's been kick-ass. I gotta unpack, or I gotta pack up my bike and get everything ready. I gotta get on the airplane. Tomorrow. And then fly my ass all the way back to the East Coast. And start my week over. Woo! Well, guys, get a chance, like, subscribe, put this shit on your guys' Instagram stories. And if you live in a small town, tell me what your plans are. Tell me if you love it. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me if you want to get out. Tell me if you're stuck. Tell me anything. I love to read that, so leave it down in the comments. Other than that, guys, have a great day and